Folks, you ever seen a dead man walking? Yes, folks, today we're visiting the rotting corpse of one of my favorite theme parks, Six Flags America. Now, I love this place and really sad to see it go, so I'm making every effort that I can this year to visit as much as humanly possible. I've already been here this year. I've been to this place more than I've been to Great Adventure already, and it's like not even July yet. So yeah, I'm not much of a vlogger, but today I want to take you all on a trip through one of my favorite parks, this weird, bizarre, fun, lovable place. And, you know, give myself a bit of a memento to remember this park after it's gone. Let's go. Welcome to fun. You got 4 more months of it, so get all the fun you can now. Now, one of the first things you see when you walk into this park is the clock tower. There are in fact 3 separate clock towers. We have ye olde digital clock, which doesn't work anymore. We have this clock over here that's reading about 11, and this clock over here that's reading about 4. And it is actually none of those things. I honestly feel terrible for this park. Like, they just got this new show, they invested a bunch of money into totally revamping their Steamtown area, new trains for Superman. They even opened the goddamn splash boat that's been closed forever. All to get the axe almost immediately. I got here late, which means that Batwing is probably already open, so I'm rushing over there to get a ride on. Batwing usually opens an hour late, so usually noon. You know, fun fact, I was actually here the day that Batwing's lift motor broke. It was a very bizarre kind of pulsating pull and stop, pull and stop, pull and stop. I could tell something was wrong, and I thought it was honestly a goner. So it's good to see that, like, 2 weeks later, Batwing's back in action, and hopefully we'll be here for the rest of the season. It's one of my favorite rides, so.
The next day.
It's a Thursday in June, and the park is unsurprisingly pretty empty. It's what I expected, but still kind of a sad sight, honestly. I'll probably still walk on up. Batwing's not even open yet. Never mind, I stand corrected. Well, I guess Batwing is not fixed. Superman it is. Let's do it. They are not running the second train, but it's also a Thursday and there's nobody here, so I'm not that surprised. All right, so Superman, the Intamin hyper weird thingy. It's running pretty well today. I've always had a soft spot for this ride. It's a fun time. It's very bizarre. The layout is weird, but it has some shockingly good moments of ejector airtime. That first drop, like, it's weirdly tangent radiusy, and, you know, millis is better, but it's still a pretty solid ejector first drop. And that third hill, when it's flying like it is today, like, you go just into space. Now, since it's running fast, it's also feeling rather shaky today, which I did pick the back row, so maybe that is a little bit my fault. I'm gonna try it in not the back row now, because again, Batwing's closed, and it's a station wait, so I figured, like, you know, why not go again? Unfortunately, it looks like there's no one really over there at Batwing, which does not bode well for its operation the rest of the day, but I will be keeping a good eye on it as we go. Bowie, Maryland feels like Florida now. It is hot as balls. Rode Superman in the front, well, the second row, and it was nicer. Mainly because the wind was in my face, which meant that all the sweat that I had actually, like, cleared off, and I'm feeling a little better now. But also it's way smoother, and that third ejector hill after the straight track, which is still really funny, by the way, I love the straight track. That third hill after the straight track absolutely sends you into space. It's pretty awesome. Also, if you're curious, yes, the new trains are an improvement. They didn't really change the ride experience. Like, it's a T-bar with this weird sort of, like, plastic metal shin guard, but it's way better than the crappy old shin guards that Superman used to have. It's still, like, the main problem I had with Superman in the past was the ride experience. I was hoping these new trains would make it better, but it feels just about as rough and it doesn't feel any faster. So Oh well, I feel bad because it's a massive, massive waste of money to get these 2 brand new trains to Superman, and now it's not even gonna be used at the end of the year. I saw somebody in the Batwing station, but it's a concrete wasteland out here, and I'm so hot right now, so I am going to go ride Joker's Jinx. So the Joker's Jinx is fun. I've always liked this ride, you know. Premier ride Spaghetti Bowl, but outdoors spaghetti.
Somebody touch my spaghetti!
That's how hot it is right now. But yeah, the lack of a mid-course makes the second half just haul, and I just love the feeling because you just slowly gain speed and gain speed and gain speed. And by the end, it feels like you're absolutely flying out of control through the layout. Middle section's still a bit of a dud. The launch has a fun kick to it, but doesn't really have much sustain. But I mean, it is an older ride. I know some people are saying it might get relocated. I think it's probably a goner just because of how old it is, but it's still a really entertaining ride, so it'll be sad to see it go. Wow, yeah, looks like a crazy party over there. I mean, is there anybody on the stage? I was planning on taking an AC break in the Johnny Rockets because, you know, I'm really white, but I guess that's not going to be happening. So I guess cut to me hiding in the gift shop at the front. I'm taking an AC break in the Heritage House, and I mean, just look at me. I'm not built for this weather. Just gonna keep chugging my slowly diluting Powerade until I feel hydrated again. This is so cute, and it makes me really sad. But look at this whole wall. You got the old antique cars, Wild World, Adventure World, Six Flags America, Six Flags America, Six Flags America. Wild One hasn't gone literally all day, so that's 0 for 2 on the 2 best rides in the park. Like, damn, this sucks. Raging Cajun is still a monster. Look at that thing go, Jesus Christ. Voodoo Drop is, for some reason, though, running 2 sides and there's nobody online, so, okay.
Ah, yes, sirree. Any minute now.
2 hours later.
So I tried to ride Voodoo Drop by myself. I was sitting alone, went all the way up to the top, which is not very high. And I just kind of sat there. And I was like, all right, well, I guess the ride op's messing with me. This is kind of fun. And then just kept going and going and going. And it's absolutely baking out here. I was boiling up there because you're just sitting directly in the sun. So I don't know how much time passed, probably 5 minutes, but it felt like 20. And eventually they just lowered me down slowly like I was in an observation tower. So that's your Six Flags America experience for the day. I did, very excitingly. Oh, now it falls. I did just excitingly get a ride exit pass, which should be great, except it's only valid for today and there are no lines on anything, so maybe I just gotta use it to power trip. Oh well. Oh, thank God, at least the SLC is open. If you think I'm joking, by the way, I'm not. I have a very special attachment to this ride because this was my 100th roller coaster, so I'm excited always to reunite with this pile of absolute crap. Let's get some rides. Professor Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium is like one of the worst tracking SLCs out there, but I have a theory. That's happened before. If you ride it in the back, it's actually smoother. If you ride it up front, it's way worse. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna do back.
Riders doesn't need you guys. You guys are cleared up. Hope you guys enjoy the ride.
Yeah, I was wrong. That was really shaky, but not like unbearably shaky, especially with the vest. An underrated part about SLCs, especially with the vests, is how like funny they are. This ride is so goddamn funny. It just shakes like nonstop. It tracks so badly, and I laughed my ass off through the entire layout. I rode it in the back. I'm gonna ride it in the front row right now, and I think that's the shakiest row, so let's see how it goes. It's definitely a better ride in the back, but it's funnier up front because you get jostled around so much more. It literally feels like you're in like a washing machine, but like it's entertaining. I don't know. It doesn't hurt. It's just like really funny and jostly. Like, how could a ride be tracking this bad? I did make one mistake though, which is I usually kind of like put my head forward. I tried to put my head back, and as we went through the inline twists, I kind of got a little bop. Nothing too serious, but like nothing like I would experience on Firebird, which I'm probably not gonna ride today because it's really hot. But just keep your head forward and you'll be fine. It is so depressing walking around a completely empty Steamtown and seeing all the money and effort that the park poured into theming, into new attractions, new trains for the SLC. Everything is new and like very well done in this kind of goofy, like doesn't take itself too seriously cyberpunk sort of thing. And it's really cute, and it really sucks that it's just gonna disappear at the end of the year. Like, you can tell that this park was on the up. You can tell that they were making effort to improve things. Still got the koi pond rocking with the single fish. Oh wait, there's 2 fish now. That's right, we got 2 fish in the koi pond. Hope you enjoy your final days here, fellas. Oh, look, everybody, it's the corner of crap. I could ride Firebird and Roar. They are both open, but I'm too dehydrated, and I know that if I ride either of these, it will absolutely ruin my day, so I'm not gonna do that. I did ride Roar like 2 weeks ago, so I can tell you how it was then. It was something. It's actually running like very fast, and so it was actually pretty forceful and good into the turns. But God, that thing just grinds you down, and it was making an extraordinarily concerning noise as we went through the layout. Like, it sounded like one of the side friction wheels was like about to fall off. Like, you know, I've been on a ton of roller coasters throughout my life. I've never heard something like that that made me think, oh my God, like something might actually break. So hopefully they fix that. If you're wondering where the really bad headbanging moment is, it is at the end of the corkscrew, not the beginning of the corkscrew. Don't make the mistake I did this year. Do any other enthusiasts want to rent out the extremely depressing party pavilion for the last weekend? Because you know I sure as hell want to swing on one of those hammocks. How am I supposed to continue the spin at Hurricanes? It's closed. This is heartbreaking news because this train ride is something truly special. I went on it last time we were here, and it was probably the most depressing thing I've ever seen. Like, the train's really poorly maintained. You could just hear the tracks screaming as you go. And you just drive past so many depressing empty areas. I was really hoping to get on it today to get a bunch of off-ride footage from the train, but I got it from last time, and I'm probably showing it on the screen right now, so oh well. I'm going to make an attempt to ride Batwing again, but I'm not feeling very optimistic given that I stared it on top of Voodoo Drop for like 10 minutes and saw absolutely nothing. So I guess I'll just settle for Superman. Maybe use the ride exit pass on Walk On Superman, because why not? Actually, I had a better idea for the exit pass. I still have my exit pass from when I got stuck on Batwing last year, so maybe I'll start a little collection going, you know? Six Flags America exit passes so I can remember my fun little misadventures at this park.
Meanwhile,
Superman just went down. Batwing, like before, is still closed off. So, having a Six Flags day. Now, I really like this park, but I recognize that you have to be a special type of person to like this park, because shit just happens all the time. And You can have one or two reactions to it. You can get mad and angry that all the rides keep going down. You get broken down in the top of the drop tower and left in the boiling sun. Or you can just laugh because it's all really funny. I fall into the latter category, and that's why I'm gonna miss this place. Oh, Joker's Jinx is closed too. See the man at the front? Probably heat related, honestly, because it seems like all the rides are going down and it's just so hot out. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not gonna fault the park too much for it. It just seems like too much of a coincidence for all the rides to be going down right now. Mandated hiding from the sun break. These ride closures are so dire that they have me seriously considering riding Roar. Front row on Roar, because why the hell not? The front row is conspicuously open even though the rest of the train was full. I'm just not gonna read into that even though it smelled a little bit. Don't worry. It's pretty good. It's bounces like a motherfucker, that's for sure, but at least up front, like, you got good bouncy airtime and solid laterals throughout. It's definitely running fast, which is, you know, probably a product of the heat. But yeah. God, I feel like the more and more I walk, the more puke I smell, which is it's not ideal. Anyways, I'm gonna ride the SLC one more time and get the hell out of Dodge. Every time I look at or ride Firebird, I just wonder how B&M survived the beginning of the company. It's just not very good. Even with the floorless trains, I'm sure with the stand-up trains it was even worse because, you know, my opinions about B&M stand-ups. It is like headbangy and it's got bad transitions, but its greatest sin is that it's pretty boring. Like, doesn't really have any force to speak with. That second half, you just kind of meander around and headbang a bunch without anything really happening. Obviously, B&M's improved a lot. The fun thought exercise now is to think, though, what is rougher, this or a new B&M dive? It's actually pretty close. I want to go down into the forbidden Six Flags America woods. I love this thing so much. It is such a piece of shit. It is such a piece of shit, but it's my piece of shit, and I'm gonna miss the hell out of it. I don't know, the ride just feels so chaotic, and you just don't get that sense of chaos, really, in any, like, modern coaster. Even ones that are, like, RMCs are, like, crazy all over the place, but, like, Mr. Megorium's Magical SLC just constantly surprises you. There's always some weird, janky shake that your body is not prepared for. And, like, in the back row, the whip going out of the rollover is awesome, and the positives going into the Sidewinder are sick, and those inline twists are nuts. So, well, I'm still gonna continue to be an SLC defender. But that one is a special place in my heart. Number 100, a big milestone credit in my rebirth as a Thuzy, so gonna miss her. And that's it, it's 3:30, I'm calling it quits. None of the big coasters have reopened. Got one more ride on Professor's, Sycamore's, whatever the hell, and I'm done. I'm really hot. I must have, like, drank, like, my full body's weight in water, and I'm still aggressively dehydrated. And a lot of shit happened and went wrong today, but I had a good time. And that's what always matters. Every time I come to Six Flags America, something bizarre happens, and it always makes for a good story. And that's what really matters, right? What can you talk about with your kids or relatives decades down the line? I have 50 stories about Six Flags America that I will happily share for the rest of my life. And that is why this is a very special place. And I'm gonna be so sad to see it go. I'm gonna be back probably multiple times, I'm sure, because, you know, gotta get as many in now as I possibly can. And once it's done, it's done. So yeah, I'm outie. Peace out. One more thing I want to say, because this park always gets a bad reputation for like ops and stuff. Everyone here that works at this place is so nice, so kind. The ops are pretty solid, but just like everyone's nice and they looks like they're having a good time. They're always there to help you. And like it was a really hot day, so they had like teams of people just going around and giving out free waters. Like it's nice. Okay, last time I was here, only one of these sinks worked, so let's see if it's still the case. Nope. 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 That's 0 for 4. Let's go. Love this park. I'm not sure if it's coming in through the speakers, but they're playing one of the marches that I use as background music in my videos, and it's kind of tripping me out. Riddle me this, Batman. How long can it take to rebuild one of these things? Like, come on. All right, friends, we're coming up to the best part of theming at Six Flags America, and that's the bridge. I mean, look at this rickety thing. It's absolutely terrifying walking over it, so come on with me. Let's go for a walk, huh? Damn. That's terrifying. Can't you see how much it's shaking? That's a joke. It's literally just fixed to the ground. I have no idea why this is here, but I love it. On the drive home, I see the Maryland Clock Company, and they specialize in clock repair. Guess I should inform Six Flags America. Oh yeah, if you're still watching this, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Every little bit helps. You know the drill. See you next time.